Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We are here, as you guys know. I'm your boy, Caleb Rosario, joined by my co host, as always, Brendan. How are you doing, bro? You are on mute, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
Hey, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's tuned in. Like the last the last stream we put out, I put a short form video out. That was our Josh Allen debate. And that thing, as of right now, how we sit here, we are rocking at 863 views on that video,
It's
which is
amazing.
by far the most we've had on just a segment video. So that's pretty cool. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been a lot of people commenting, kind of like their take on it. TikTok as well was jumping with this
Mm-hmm.
short that we put out. But yeah, I mean, thanks for everybody that's supporting, everybody that's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, all it takes, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, get our videos when we're live, when videos are uploaded, which they're uploaded weekly, a few times a week. So um, a lot there for you guys to enjoy. And just comment also topics that you want us to cover, topics you want us to talk about, things that you think we may have missed. Just we're here to engage with you guys. This is all for you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. As you guys can see by the title, by the thumbnail, MLB class of 2026 Hall of Fame is set. They were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones, two legends in the baseball world. Um, but it's going to kind of lead to a different conversation for us. First, based off of the ballot this year, do you think they got it right?
Carlos Beltran was a shoe in. Andrew Jones was the one I was always worried about.
Why is that?
You know how they do like defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't
Right.
a great hitter. He had a few good seasons hitting.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're a defensive player, like they try to make it pretty difficult. So I'm glad that they let him in.
You think
I
he
think,
deserved to get in?
in my opinion,
Like,
outside of maybe what they say about Willie Mays, because I've never actually seen Willie Mays
never
play. I
seen
can't
Willie
lie.
Mays play. Right.
He's probably the greatest center fielder I can think of.
Griffey,
Griffey's up there, but
you think Andrew Jones is better defensively? You talking about strictly defense
yeah,
or
just
like
defense. Yeah, just defense.
Bernie?
I mean, Kiermaier is close.
Where you rank Bernie Williams as far as center fielders in general?
I didn't think he was that great. He's kind of slow.
So I mean, they talk. Obviously they talk about him like he's a legend in the game. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean, okay, let me take that back. When I say not that great, I mean like still like elite, but not like that echelon. Like this is
I
like
think Andrew Jones is just like top 1% of
he's
defensive.
like, yeah, he's like Ozzie Smith, like like those
Their
kind of people.
position, right?
Omar Vizquel, yeah, like he's like that level.
Alomar, like those, yeah.
Yeah, like he's up there. I believe he has the most for the position. Am I not wrong? Am I wrong?
The most Gold Gloves.
Yeah.
I think he does, if I'm not mistaken. I did hear that stat. Let me fact check that. Andrew Jones have the most Gold Gloves for a center fielder. I think he does though. Um, Willie Mays holds the record, and
Okay,
Andrew
so yeah.
Jones, Willie Mays is 11, and Andrew Jones got 10.
Yeah,
So
so yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like this is he's the
right there,
greatest center fielder we've seen since Willie Mays. And obviously I didn't get to see a lot of Willie Mays, so I can't really be like, oh yeah, he's the
we kind of call it like, well, at least I kind of call Andrew Jones like towards the end of his career as far as like what being able to remember watching him. I'm sure I saw him. I was alive when he was playing in his elite, but from my memory, I do remember him though towards the end of his career, which I loved watching him play. I was a big Andrew Jones and Chipper Jones guy. I love both of them. Even though they're Braves, I just for whatever reason I really really love Chipper Jones. Like Chipper Jones, truth be told, anybody like players that aren't Phillies, my favorite players that I watched growing up, Chipper Jones, David Wright. Those are my two guys. Like I loved David Wright playing, and
really.
yeah, I was a big David Wright guy. I don't know. I know he killed us as a Phillies guy, but I just loved watching David Wright play. He was captain of the Mets. he was just, injuries kind of like held him back from being what he could have been. He was, to me, one of my favorite players I've ever seen. Him, Brandon Phillips was another one. Being an infielder, he was my favorite defensive second baseman that I watched growing up.
Even over Cano?
I didn't say he was the best. He was my favorite to watch. Cano was up there.
Cano was like that though.
Cano was like Cano,
just looking cool.
I think Cano's the best second baseman to ever live. I think he is, as far as in total package. Alomar to me was the best defender, but when you talk about just in general combining defense with offense, I gotta have Cano there.
Yeah, I believe that. What about Jeff Kent?
Jeff Kent, based off what I've seen, you know what I mean? Like what I saw. Jeff Kent is that dude. I know that, you know what I mean? Like my dad is probably, he's a Biggio guy. He's a Jeff Kent guy. He's those,
Because Kent has the most homers, or is it Ugla still?
I think it's Ugla, bro. I think Ugla does. Because I think that's what like I was never a Dan Ugla guy. Like I never liked watching. I never liked him, but you can't deny. He's
like the Nick Swisher of second baseman.
That's a great comparison. That's a great comparison. Even though I liked the Nick Swisher, but you know what I mean. When he was on the Yankees, I liked him, but it was I liked his energy more than anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, look, when it comes to the Hall of Fame, I think the MLB Hall of Fame in total, I know the standards. To me, the standards are the kind of hardest to get into, other than other sports. However, I do think that they have biases because of certain things, and they don't reward guys for what they did on the field. They, in some aspects, with certain guys, and we're gonna go over them. Have you seen by the thumbnail? The guy who had his last chance this time around was Manny Ramirez. And Manny Ramirez, to me, is one of the top 5 right-handed hitters of all time. And he's 2 for you. He's in my top 3. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like he was, let's see.
He was fantastic, bro.
He was just insane. Like he was the hitter that you couldn't teach what his thing was. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. talked about it. He said the one thing, if I ever speak to Manny about hitting, the one thing that I would ask him was like, how you never came out of your plan. Like Manny would literally give away 3 at-bats to go and 1 for 4 and hit the big homer when it counted. Like he would be that guy because he would literally look for one pitch the entire game. Like he would look for that one pitch. And if he didn't get that pitch, he wouldn't swing at it. Like nobody else to me can do that. They adjust kind of at bat to at bat, sometimes even pitch to pitch. I tell you, the elite hitters that kind of do pitch to pitch. But Manny was that guy that was just like, I don't care what they throw me the first 3 at bats. If they don't give me what I'm looking for, I ain't going for it. But that 4th at bat, you give him that pitch he's looking for, he will hit a homer. And it'll be that 3-run home run that's needed. Like, and for a guy that hit 312 for his career with over 500 home runs, how is he not in? Literally. It's insane.
It was the steroids at the end, but by then it was too late, bro.
Too late, bro. Like, okay. I don't think me and you have had these discussions yet on air, at least. I think we've had them off air. What's your take on the whole steroid era thing?
Nah.
Do you believe Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame?
I do not.
Oh, I didn't know that was your take.
No.
You don't believe Bonds?
Listen, I'm against the whole picking and choosing.
Okay.
I'm against that. They be picking and choosing. Like it's like, oh, we like him, so he's cool.
Yeah, because David
we'll let him go through. Yeah, David Ortiz got popped. Now, my thing is, it's not just the steroids, though.
Okay, what is it?
It's okay. He's a Hall of Fame caliber player.
Okay. But
the Hall of Fame does also represent more than just play on the field, and I get that part. And
you think that Hall of Fame takes in consideration what you do off the field?
Because my thing is these people represent your sport forever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, it's one thing, like the way they did Terrell Owens for the football thing, that was horrible. Like he should be first ballot. He had all those records. Yeah. Was it Terrell Owens or was it? No, yeah, Terrell Owens. Like he should have been in first ballot. There's no way he should be like a second or third ballot player. No way. But But you do represent that sport, and Barry Bonds was just a horrible representation of what baseball is.
Okay, explain.
Just the lying, the blatant disrespect, all the other stuff that goes with it. I mean, he knew what he was doing. I mean,
he did. Look, the lying, I don't condone it. I don't. But I just don't. You did it. Same thing with A-Rod. He also lied about it as well until he got popped again. Like, so. But to me, if we're looking at Hall of Fame, these guys put up some of the best numbers that anybody can ever put up. Like, Barry Bonds is one of the greatest hitters ever, and is in a lot of people's minds the greatest hitter ever. And there's a lot of people that will consider Barry Bonds the greatest ever. A lot of current MLB players say there's no one better than Barry Bonds. A lot of guys he played against, there's no hitter better than Barry Bonds. So when your peers that are around you speak of you in that sense, and the numbers that you put up back that up, I can't not put him in a Hall of Fame because because he lied about steroids. Same thing with A-Rod. Like, A-Rod is one of the most talented players to ever play. He's one of the best all-around players to ever play. 696 home runs, like one of the best defensive infielders ever. Like, he moved positions because Jeter was at shortstop. He was a better player defensively than Derek Jeter was. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, these guys spend an entire career when they weren't the only ones that were doing it. They were the ones that got popped for it. But they weren't the only ones by any means. That's why it's called the steroid era. Like, a lot of guys were doing it. And guys now are doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that it is right, but I'm not saying I don't believe PEDs makes you a better baseball player. I am against that, because Max Kepler just got popped for 80 games. Max Kepler just got for PEDs and he hit 200 with 11 homers last year.
But you know that no 39, 30, 40-year-old is hitting 72 homers.
It makes you I believe the PEDs is used to make you recover faster, to give you, like, that is what it's used for, not to make you a better hitter. I don't believe
he was taking stuff for reactionary stuff. He was taking stuff to get more size. So, like, his mishit balls were homers. He was already low key cheating before with the whole arm thing he wore.
Why you say that was cheating?
So the way that thing worked, and it was grandfathered in, so he shouldn't even have had it because they outlawed
arm guard.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. When he put it on, it clicked into place, so it kept his arm.
It kept him connected.
Yes, it kept him connected unnaturally. That's why Barry Bonds has no home run derby championships. And he didn't really perform well in them because he had, like, it was like, so there's a study on it, and if you look it up, but you can't even wear anything like that, like those anymore, because of it was literally holding his arm in place.
You're saying it's illegal now for guys to wear that?
Yeah, all he has to do
is just turn.
Rotate.
Right.
And that's why he was so good at it. Now, he also had fantastic mechanics before that. I'm not saying that, but when he started wearing that, that's when he really started to go crazy.
But he also had 3 MVPs like before that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but he didn't hit home runs like that.
Okay.
I mean, he was hitting 35, but he wasn't hitting 40, 70, 60. You know, he wasn't doing that he had like 35 a couple times.
I'm saying, like, for 3 MVPs before the steroids, it's like
he's a beast. He was
so
a beast.
That's Hall of Fame caliber already.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I say that's why it was even stupid for him to even do
it. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is I'm not saying that anybody should obviously cheat and use it, but I'm saying I don't think that PEDs, if you, especially you had 3 MVPs before that, you were a fantastic player before that, you were Hall of Fame caliber already before that. That doesn't, to me, that shouldn't negate the fact that it's not like he was hitting 12 home runs, hitting 220, and then he started taking PEDs, and now he's hitting 330 with 60. Like, that's a drastic change. Like, he was fantastic before that. And 35, 40 home runs in seasons, that's Hall of Fame caliber already.
Okay,
so it's like, That's how I see it.
MVP in 1990.
Yes.
32 doubles, 33 homers, 114 RBIs, 301 average, 560 slugging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was his first MVP.
Mm-hmm. In 90, right?
Yep. Now, 90. So he finished in second in 91 with 292, 410, 514, 28 doubles, 25 homers.
Okay.
So now keep in mind, he's at age 26 here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we go to 93, first year in San Fran.
Right.
38 homers, 46 homers. 38 doubles, 46 homers, 123 RBIs. So he led the league in homers, led the league in RBIs in a ballpark that is not hitter friendly.
Mm-hmm.
He had 1,000 OPS and 206 OPS plus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, 94, he finishes fourth place. So now his next MVP doesn't come until 2001.
Mm-hmm.
You see the problem there?
94 to 01.
So he didn't win. So from 93 till now at age 36, 12 WAR player, 32 homers, 32 doubles, 73 homers, 31 doubles, 46, 22 doubles, 45, 27, 45. So he went from, in his prime years, he had 1 year with 46 to he had that 5 years straight at 36, 37, 38, and 39. That's the effect that it had. Now, I'm saying he'd have been a Hall of Famer before that. Right? I'm not just disagreeing that. I'm saying that it took his numbers to a whole nother level, and I think that's why it's such a problem for him. Is because you're playing at an insane rate at 36, 37, 38, 39. You're making us go through all these legal battles, all this stuff. Lying, cheating, putting up unreal numbers, 259 OPS plus, 268, 231, 263, age 36, 37, 38.
9 OPS plus is absurd. For those that don't know, an 100 OPS plus is average. For those that don't know. Jamie's for those that don't know, an 100 OPS plus is average. So he's better than he's 2.5 players more. He's more than 2.5 players.
Yes, he's literally a whole player and a half, another one better.
Yeah.
with these are his highest WAR seasons too. So 12, for
those that don't know,
11.9, 11.7, 9.6, 10.6.
For those that don't know what WAR is wins above replacement. That's what the stat is. So that the metrics that people use now a lot for the batting average isn't really conducive to what people see as a good hitter anymore. If you hit for a high batting average, okay, cool. But then they'll start looking at the advanced metrics barrel rate, hard hit percentage, things like that to see what really it is. Because, Luis Arias hasn't signed with the team yet, and he's been on 4 teams in 4 years, and he's led the league in hitting 3 of those 4 years. And
it's just not valuable.
It's batting average is not important anymore. Now, if you're hitting what Judge did, which was 330 with 50, that's insane. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But
all that
he's 330. Good. Aaron Judge, bro. Okay, we're going back to the conversation. There's A-Rod, Barry, Manny. Those 3 guys aren't going to get into a Hall of Fame. And people are saying A-Rod, he was voted again more, he had more percentage voting, that he could sneak in over the next couple years. But with the numbers, you would think first ballot because of the numbers.
Yeah.
But he's just not going. It's not going to, because he also lied about it. Now, again, I believe, based on what they've done on the field, these guys should be in the Hall of Fame. Based off the numbers they put up, they should be there. It's hard enough to hit a baseball, and obviously, I don't believe them. They hit baseballs because they took steroids. I don't believe that they hit.
Nah, but they definitely hit them further and harder than they should have. Now, A-Rod's a little bit tougher because he has 3,000 hits.
He does have 3,000 hits, and
that's tough to have a 3,000 person without
not getting all of him. with also like it wasn't 3,000 with 400 homers. It's almost 700.
Yeah,
So,
696.
you know what I mean?
Almost a 300 average too.
Yeah. Well, the Pujols got 3,000, right? Pujols got 3,700.
Pujols definitely has 3,000
Yeah.
hits.
Yo, for those that don't know what Albert Pujols did, now mind you, Albert Pujols is also going to be first ballot Hall of Famer when he's on the ballot. But
296, 3,300.
3,000, jeez, 3,300 hits.
Never
And
gonna see 3,000 again, bro. Tell you.
703 homers. You said that's never being done again, right?
3,000. Well, Juan Soto has a chance, but that's it.
You think Juan Soto does?
He's the only one with a chance. Dude, nobody plays young enough, and nobody can stay healthy long enough.
Yeah, 2,500 is a new 3,000. So guys get to 2,500. There you're like, oh, this guy. Like 3,000 it's crazy though, because 3,000 was like guys that we grew up watching that was the milestone they were chasing, because they had, they were playing 20 years. Now guys are like, they'll come up at 19, but like look at Tatis, like he gets hurt every year for something. Like he's getting hurt half the season.
But the people who don't play ball, think about what 3,000 hits is, bro. Bro, I take 3,000 swings a month. Like, let that sink in. 3,000. So think about how many swings they take just to hit that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just to hit 3,000 hits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to take okay, Steph Curry is a perfect example. Mm-hmm. He said he makes 500 shots a day. So that's that's like a couple million shots a year, just to have 4,000 threes. Mm-hmm. He's made 4,400 threes, and that's like the record by far. Like, think about like what these professional athletes do to get these milestones. You train all that time, all that effort to get 3,000 hits. And Juan Soto is probably the closest, and he has just passed 1,000. So he's 1,086, and he's at age 26. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be very tough.
Because he's the only one that's played since he was 19.
Consistently.
And been playing, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he had the COVID year, which stinks.
That's gonna hurt a lot of guys. That's only 60 games. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was one of the only ones to actually play all 60. So it's like guys didn't even play all 60 games when they were playing, you know what I mean, that year. So I think people, like, you guys gotta understand, especially when it comes to baseball, right? With these guys, the amount of work these guys put in, like, season ends in October for guys that don't make the playoffs, or even, whatever, make the playoffs and get eliminated, World Series into November. They take maybe 2-3 weeks and they're back at it. You know what I mean? Some guys just keep hitting right after. I know Brendan, I feel like Brendan, you would be the guy that, like, I'm not gonna stop hitting. I'm hitting like right after the season, like at ends. Like I'm the type of guy that I'm a little bit different. I feel like you're like super, like,
I hit now and I have nothing to hit for.
No, I'm saying if you, that's exactly.
That's the kind of mentality.
Now, right?
I hit now and I have nothing to hit for. I'm gonna play men's league, but I still want to kill you guys. So it's like, but I still hit every day just to hit men's league, and I know I can do that. I can do that off my couch.
Right, and like you're hitting daily, and like actually like trying to get better and tweak stuff. Like, imagine playing in the big leagues. Like, I can only imagine what you do. You know what I mean?
Love me. I'm telling you, they would love me.
And I was a little bit. I'm a little bit different. I'm more, obviously I was more of a defensive specialist when me and you play together. Anyway, that's all, like, my focus was defense. But then I started realizing, you were the kind of one that made me realize this, how important hitting is. Like, hitting is for you to move up and get signed and get called up or whatever. You have to hit, like, because there's a bunch of guys in the minor leagues and there's a bunch of guys that can field. They're all good. That's why they're there. But what separates guys is hitting. Like, I wanted to talk to you about this kid that I've been looking up a lot, like, more lately. I've been watching his stuff. Connor Griffin. This kid.
Oh, I like him.
It's good. Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna be a beast. Yeah, he's already set up.
Bro, and defensively, he's just super athletic. He's not the best defensively at shortstop. Like, he's very long, lanky, 6'4", so he's like getting compared to Correa, and like he moves a little bit more like I think he ended up being like an outfielder in the big leagues at some point. But However, his swing, like he mashes. He absolutely mashes. And he's the minor league player of the year this year. He's the number 1 prospect in all of baseball and is projected to make his debut this year. Like, that's what separates these guys. I guarantee you in the Pittsburgh organization, there's shortstops that are better than him defensively, but they don't hit like him. That's why they're not where he is. So when I started realizing that, I was like, you know what? I can take ground balls whenever, and I can get off my couch and field 200 ground balls right now and just, make routine throws because it's just a part of me. But you drop a bat for 3 weeks and then pick it up, it's a whole different ball game, bro. Like
picking up a medicine ball.
Yeah, like picking up a bat, consistently getting hard contact, consistently. You can hit a ball hard 2 times, 3 times a round, but for every single swing these guys take, for it to be a missile, like that is just hours upon hours upon hours of work. So
yeah, and it's somewhat natural too. Like you have to you can't just overcome.
No. This is God-given ability as well for these guys. Yeah. Like that's just what it is.
So Connor Griffin, 333 average,
mm-hmm.
415 on base, 527 slug, 941 OPS. And you got to understand, like the minors. So hitting in the major leagues is the easiest league to hit in because the pitchers are going to be around the zone.
Yeah.
In the minors, it's very difficult because they're a lot more spread out. The spread is more. So to hit 330, like that's focus.
Very impressive.
Mechanics. That's having a plan, executing, like that's mentality, that's everything, right? So you to hit like this, he's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah,
he struck out a little bit, 122 strikeouts, but the best arms are also in the minors. And let me explain that, because you would think, oh, like the best arms are in the majors. No, so they might have the best arms, but they have raw tools. So like maybe they have location issues, but they throw 102.
Yes,
or they have a really good slider, but they can't control it. Like the best arms, best stuff is in the minors. And then the most refined pitchers,
the most polished are the guys
in the majors. So these are the guys who can be like, okay, I can throw 3 pitches for a strike at any moment. Right. Whereas maybe like you have a prospect that has a really good fastball, maybe throws 96, 98, 90, 100, but then he can't control his off-speed pitch. He can't get a changeup. He can only throw 2 pitches for a strike, but those 2 pitches are really good. So like the best pitchers, best arms, best stuff is in the minors, but the best most refined, most polished, most ready to go pitchers are in the majors.
Yeah, which there's
coincides together, but
yeah, there's kind of like there's differences there. So yeah, like guys that throw absolute fuel are in AA, even high A guys are getting 99 to 100. It's like okay, but they're heaters all over the place. They don't know where it's going. So it's like all right, and then maybe they got a slider at 91, but they can't land that whenever they want. You know what I mean? Like so it's that they throw hard, but they cannot consistently get guys out with all the pitches that they have. Now, when it comes to the big leagues, Pete Rose said it best. He was like, the big leagues is like, it's hard, but it's the easiest league out of those in the organization to hit at, because 1, the lights are better. The pitchers are better, but they're also in the zone more. So you can shrink the zone to a point where like, more than likely balls are not going to be out of here unless they're literally trying to get you out with pitches out of the zone, but they're going to be around the zone. And but it is harder in a sense of like, you have more pitches that you have to worry about. That like, okay, this guy can snap off a curveball at any given moment in a 3-2 count in a big spot. Like in the minor leagues, you're probably going to get a heater and hope that it's a strike. You know what I mean? Like the guys aren't really doing that in the minor leagues because they just can't, unless that's their best pitch. Like in the minor leagues, they're going to their best pitch in those situations. And the big leagues, they can go to whatever pitch they feel like they can get you out in that moment. And that's the difference. And so with a guy like that, Connor, that's hitting that well in his first full season of pro ball, very impressive. Like, you know what I mean? And now
I like Weatherholt too.
Weatherholt's really good too. Yeah. These guys are like, and they're in, to me, great organizations for them because they're probably going to just like ascend to the big leagues. You know what I mean? Like that's good for them because they're going to get a chance to develop kind of a lot earlier. And the Pittsburgh organization isn't bad at developing players by any means. I don't think they are. Like, I think they actually develop good players. And they've had guys make their debut over the past few years, Jarrett Jones and Bubba Chandler. And those are pitchers too. Henry Davis is one that got to the big leagues within 2 years, you know what I mean? A year actually. And, Key Brian Hayes at the time, like the guys just get to the big leagues very, very quickly. And, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do,
Who's somebody that you think they rushed that wasn't ready, but could be really good? I have my answer.
Give me yours. Let me think about it.
Christian Moore.
Okay. Explain.
I think they rushed him, but I think he's ready. But I think they rushed him. I wish he had his whole year season. But like somebody like Kurtz, you just have to. You don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just too good.
Yeah.
He was too good to pass up on. And and it's funny because I'm wondering if his sophomore thing is going to be as good. But like I feel like he's almost foolproof because he does have really good swing mechanics and he's really sizey, so he just has to make contact.
Mm-hmm. So I think mine's is probably Marcelo Meyer. I think he's really
very okay. What about Christian Campbell? You didn't think of him?
He was just on my mind too. Based off what he did in spring training, and like that spot was kind of open up for grabs anyway. So you kind of had to bring him up. Because he was just the best at that position in spring training. Marcelo Meyer, to me, they've been trying to like force him into the big leagues. You know what I mean? Like they ended up getting Trevor Story. He got hurt. They're like, the first thing was like, are we going to get Meyer up? Are we going to get Meyer up? Are we going to get Meyer up? You know what I mean? They got Bregman. Now it's like, okay, where's Christian Campbell came? I was like, oh, where's Meyer going to play? So now it's like their like focus is Meyer. You know what I mean? And he's going to make the team out of spring training this year. And they got a good young core. Roman Anthony is a beast, and he's going to be very good. And I don't think they rushed him by any means, but I think Meyer probably could have played one more season in the minors this year. Like, get as many at-bats down there as possible because he wasn't playing every day with the Red Sox over here.
Yeah.
And then make the team out of spring training this year. I think that's probably would have been the best case scenario
for him. I want to see his minor league stats.
But
he's been down since he was 21. You think? I mean, since year 21, you don't think 4 years is enough time to like?
I mean, you talked about it. I think 4 years you get a good sense of what somebody is. But I'm saying based off of what the Red Sox organization had at the time, you know what I mean? Like they were also competing for playoff spots, and he just was coming up here and not really getting at bats on a consistent basis. Like I'd rather like my guy who's probably going to be my future get consistent at bats in the minor leagues before I bring him up and just not really going to play twice a week. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather those guys just get as much playing time as possible in the minors, invite them to big league camp. Obviously, they're going to be in big league camp the following year. Give them a chance to make the team out of spring training and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'd see it. You know what I mean? Roman Anthony to me was just crushing. Time to bring him up. You know what I mean? Plus they had a lot of injuries where, Cassis, who I don't think is very good. I don't think
he's disappointing. He's what Nick Kurtz. I mean, he's what they hoped.
Nick Kurtz is what
he hoped to be. Yeah, he was going to be.
One
even
that
Vinny Pasquantino wouldn't have been better.
Right.
Like, even if he turned out to be like an average
first baseman.
Yeah, which Pasquantino is decent. Like I like him.
Yeah, he's fine. I like him as well. But another one that I was thinking about that actually had a pretty good season this year was Joe Adell. Me and you had talked about him before. We were like,
yeah, he didn't get rushed, but he just stunk.
He was bad. Like he was just bad.
You could say Reese Hines.
Yeah. What about Neto? Anybody in the Angels organization?
I'm noticing a theme here.
All Angels?
Yeah, it seems like the Angels they can't figure it out.
They can't figure it out, yeah. Nolan Shonwell, we brought him up the same year he was drafted. Like, it's like, what are we doing here? But hey, like I said, me and you talked about it. If I'm in those organizations, I'm cool. Like I'm getting to the big leagues in 6 months. Like, yes, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like for me, I'd rather. How long do you think it would have took Kyler Murray to get through the A's?
I don't know. Like,
They put a 10th pick on him.
He was a 10th pick. He was
So. What chances do you give him to get up there before 2 years? Like, would he be up there now?
Okay. In their organization right now, the organization he was drafted to, yes.
He's on the A's. He'd be on the A's.
Yes, he'd be on the A's.
That was what year? Was that 20?
He was drafted, I think, in 18.
He'd be there by now.
Yeah, I would hope so, because then it's like
he'd either be there or talk about arbitration.
Right, but like
no, he'd be gone.
Or he could have been traded for somebody else. Like he could have been traded. You know what I mean? Like he could have been used in a trade package for somebody. You know that? Like look at. I was just watching MLB Network the other day, and they were talking about PCA was on the Mets. Like look at where he's at now. He's a starting center fielder for the Cubs. He was traded for Javi Baez, and Javi Baez only lasted 4 months there because he ended up signing in Detroit that same offseason. And like look what you could have had monitoring center field for you if you're a Mets. You know what I mean? But like at the time, that's why for me, I'm on board with what the Mets did there because, and that's going to get into our next segment. I'm on board with what the Mets did there because if I'm in a win now mode, I got to get big league ready player now, like right now. Like I cannot hope that these guys develop. I trust my development to kind of get them as ready as possible. But like, if I'm in a win now mode, I'm not going to call up PCA in September and be like, yo, backstretch of the season, I need you to be my center fielder. Like when you're trying to go win a World Series. So like for me, the same thing I say with the Phillies, like I can't stand how much emphasis they're putting. Mind you, we have the 28th ranked farm system in the big leagues. Like we don't develop well. So you're to me, I think Aiden Miller will be a good player, but you're putting your hopes that Crawford, they're giving Crawford every opportunity to take the center field job in spring training. Like they said, they're going to give him as much playing time as possible starting from opening day. So like now, no.
Yeah, his pops has been in the league, but he's not new to this.
He ain't his pops.
Yeah, but it's something to be. Look at all the kids that grew up.
And that's been my only calling card. But bro, he hit 60. Yeah, he hit over 60% ground ball rate in the minor leagues. Over 60%.
That's what his dad did, though.
But in the big leagues, those are outs, bro. Those are outs in the big leagues. These guys are too good. Like you need to slug to be able to be a good hitter in the big leagues. That's what I believe. You need to slug. You need to lift the ball. Not homers, but if you're getting those doubles and with him triples because of his speed, that's good enough for me. But
I mean, that's what his pops did.
What's up?
That's what his pops did.
Yeah, but you're also hoping that he's gonna be his pops. That's like and this is what I'm saying. It's not like we're like the Pirates or like the A's. Like we have a window right now.
Yeah, but you need him for base stealing.
I need it for an elite defense back there.
And
okay,
defense.
Again. I said I am not opposed to him coming up this year and starting opening day if we would have made other moves and had protection for Harper. We have Alec Bohm for the 4th year in a row protecting Bryce Harper. So like I can't be excited about that because from 4 to 9, I'm not excited about this lineup. We're hoping on a bounce back year from Adolis. I think he can pump 30 home runs in Citizens Bank Park, but we're banking on a bounce back year from him. And hopefully in year 7, Bohm can figure out how to be a 4-hitter. In year 7.
Crawford hasn't batted under 300 since 2022.
No, you're right. But again, me and you know that from the minor leagues to the big leagues, your numbers are going to go automatically down. They just do. Like you're hitting 340 in the big leagues. You can you bring that down to 280. I mean, you're hitting 340.
He hit 320 in the minors, so he can go like 260, 270, 280.
That would be lovely. But I'm not.
And then he goes steal you 35 bags because it looks
that would be lovely. Again, but he's our 9-hitter.
46 stolen bases last year, 42 the year before that.
Yeah.
47 the year before that. Yeah, he about to be pops.
Listen to me. I'm okay. If that's your 9 guy, now he's gonna turn the lineup over. I'm cool. But 4 through 8, like I'm not excited. Like I'm just not. Like I'm not excited about what it's gonna be as of right now. The people are saying, and obviously I'm not listening. I'm saying like my thing, what I would do right now, because their market is going down the longer they wait. Go re-sign Harrison Bader. Like offer him a deal, short-term deal. Get Harrison Bader. You're gonna put Crawford in center, Bader in left, and go sign Eugenio Suarez, and try to just pump for him to hit 45 home runs in Citizens Bank Park. He hit 48 last year. He's hit 40 home runs multiple times in the bigs. He's hit 50 a couple times. Put him. I know he's gonna strike out a bunch. I'm just telling you guys right now. If we do end up getting him, don't be mad. This guy strikes out. I'm telling you right now, he will K. He's going to strike out 200 times. But if he can pump you 48 to 50 homers, because Schwarber's gonna give you another 40, Harper might give you 30 plus. I'm okay with that. And defensively, him and Bowman are washed to me. That's how I see it. So I would rather just get, if you want to go cheap, they don't want to spend, which doesn't make sense to me because they offered Bo Bichette 7 years, $200 million. You can't say you're not trying to spend anymore because you clearly wanted to spend on him. Bader, Suarez. Those are the two guys that I just go get. Trade Bohm, trade Marsh. You already said in the press conference the other day that Castellanos isn't coming back, that you're gonna do some, either trade him or release him at some point before spring training. So he's gone. So now, okay.
If I'm a team and I want Castellanos, why would I just not wait till you release him if you say that?
That's why I can't stand how we run our organization. Why are you going to give away the fact? Like, why are you going to call us like, yo, what do you want for him? You're like, no, you're going to cut him, right? I'll take him when you cut him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to paying his $20 million salary. Like, well, I'll take him after you cut him. I'm not going to give anything up for you when you're basically you're trying to think about what you're going to do with him. Like, if he was a valuable trade asset, people would be calling like, yo, like, what do you want for him? But he's not. And no one has been calling. So, you know what I mean? Which, speaking of which, big moves been coming up the last couple of days.
Crazy.
The Mets have literally changed the whole division around. And thanks, Josh is in here right now. Josh is being a Mets fan. Now, the addition, I'm going to get to the addition of Freddie Peralta. I said that regardless of the Mets lineup, I think they're going to mash. We'll get into the other additions that they've made. But their pitching leaves a lot to be desired. They ended up trading for Freddie Peralta, who was one of the best pitchers in the National League. He's one of the best pitchers in the National League. He was the ace on a team that won over 100 games.
No.
And Milwaukee, in their infinite wisdom, as they think, trade him to the New York Mets, and for basically nothing, a good infield prospect and a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, they got a bucket of fried chicken and a six-pack.
And now the Mets are going to probably offer him a contract extension, which he rightly deserves. That the Milwaukee Brewers should have been all over because they don't really have anybody else to pay. Now, that right there, now they got him. They got Manaya. They got Senga. So that's 3. I don't think Manaya is very good, but that's you know what I mean? It's David Peterson, who was an all-star last year.
Yeah, so they got solid.
They have a solid rotation with him. He's going to be the number 1. That's a fact. Now, the lineup moves that they made. Obviously, they signed Bo. Right?
Crazy.
They stole him right after the day that Tucker signed with the Dodgers. Okay, we talked about that, right? I go to sleep the other night. I'm sleeping early, getting up to the gym.
They got Clay Holmes too, by the way.
They did get Clay. That was way early in the offseason. But, yeah, they also got Luke Warren as well.
And Devin. Did they get Devin?
Evan Williams as well. They got all the Yankees guys.
Luke Weaver. Ooh, Brooks Raley.
Luke Weaver. So I go to sleep the other night, right? I'm getting up early to go to the gym, working out. So I go to sleep 9:30, 10 the latest. I wake up, getting ready, check my phone, and I see the notification that the Chicago White Sox trade Luis Robert Jr. to the Mets for a bag of chips and
some saltine crackers.
A guy that, mind you, Dave Dombrowski said over the last 3 trade
No,
deadlines.
they didn't get a bag of chips. Chill out. They got Luis.
But bro, he was the worst hitter after from May to the end of the season last year. Like, he was terrible.
He's gonna be fire, bro. I think so.
I think he's gonna be good, but I'm saying, like, you gave up. The Mets gave up basically nothing to get a very high upside player. So now listen, Dave Dombrowski over the past 3 off seasons has said, we tried to get on Robert, but the White Sox ask was too much. And then in the offseason, as soon as the offseason started, they're like, we're going to start looking towards Robert, get an anchor for center field. Apparently, the White Sox offer was still too much. What were they asking for?
They had to be asking for Justin Crawford.
Who cares?
I'm just saying it had to be him and probably Bohm and probably Stott.
Nah, they weren't. They couldn't have been asking for that. Bohm,
what is too much?
Bohm, I don't know. They didn't even say it. They didn't even say. Dave Dombrowski never said they were. They were just like, their asking price was a little high. I'm like, okay.
It probably was Painter, and they had to be asking for something crazy.
Okay, cool. But if if the White Sox called the Mets, or the Mets called the White Sox, however that conversation went, and like, yo, we'll give you Acuna and a guy that's no one ever heard of before yesterday for Luis Robert Jr., White Sox was like, sure. What was the talks with Dave Dombrowski?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Now, I think Dave Dombrowski is just trying to save face and make it seem like he was trying to go get him, when in actuality, he didn't want anything to do with Robert. Which, that's where I'm going to go, because there's no way you go from a high asking price to then just be like, cool, we'll just take this. What? You telling me we couldn't give up Johan Rojas and a guy no one's ever heard of in our pitching, and we couldn't just get Robert? Because that's basically what they gave up, essentially. So,
I feel like they were asking for like Bohm and Stott.
If it was Bohm, I would have said yes immediately.
Bohm,
you know how I feel. Okay, bring up Aiden Miller. It's the same thing. Don't get me wrong. I like Stott. I do. His platinum glove defense. He's very, very good defensively. Cool, fine, whatever. But we're talking about getting an anchor in center field, which are like our offseason. I mean, our trade deadlines over the past 3 years have been, we need to go trade for an outfielder. We need to go trade Bader, Marsh, the last 2. Bader and Marsh, right? That's what we got. I like Bader. I want us to re-sign Bader.
Me too.
But
he grew on me because he used to not be able to hit at all.
Now, I like him, and I think he brings kind of a juice to the lineup that, especially another right-handed bat too. And I'm desperate. I need something else than what I got.
Y'all lost everything.
So this is what I'm going to get at.
No Bo, no Cattell, no Robert.
I don't think Cattell was ever getting traded.
You said, you were saying how.
That's what they were saying, but then Diamondbacks was like,
no Bellinger.
They never were in on Tucker. Bellinger, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But comes down to it that Dave Dombrowski is way out of his element, and Rob Thompson has the gall and the audacity to say, well, I don't know why everybody thinks we're running it back. We're turning over 20 to 25% of our roster. This is what he told us, for us to feel excited for this coming season. We got Otto Kemp, who wasn't here at the start of the season. Otto Kemp.
And he's a beast.
Shut up. We got the bullpen acquisitions. I'm not talking about pitching, right? I'm not talking about pitching. Fine, whatever. Offensively, and when we use that, we got a new right fielder, and Adolis Garcia, again, who there is an high upside there with what he can do at Citizens Bank Park. However, over the last 2 years, he's been horrendous offensively. So that's your addition at right field. So your outfield depth consists of a guy who's never taken an at-bat in the big leagues before, in Justin Crawford, a guy who's a reclamation project in right field, and then Brandon Marsh platooning with Otto Kemp. That's our outfield for this coming season going into it. So now that he expects us to be excited about that's what we got going on.
And that's good work. He's doing his thing.
Yeah. Yep. Dave Dombrowski is getting pantsed, and John Middleton's just watching it. That's just what's going on, because he's so out of touch with reality of what the league is now. Stop offering these guys 10-year deals because they're not going to take it. And mind you, it's not like we're the Pirates or the Marlins, or we can compete with these other teams money-wise. We have it. But you think a big-time free agent is going to sign a 10-year deal with a team when he can sign a 3-year deal for $45 million to $50 million a year, and with 2 opt-outs, and if he rakes, he can go get more the following season? You think guys aren't going to do that? And you have a window where Harper's 32, Turner's about to be 34, if I'm not mistaken. Also, by the way, we're talking about we're trying to get more depth, right? Weston Wilson was released, just claimed by the Orioles today, and you already mentioned you're expecting Nick Castellanos to not be on the team. God forbid one of those outfielders get hurt. What's your plan? You got no depth on the outfield. What are you going to want Trey Turner to go back to center and bring up Aiden Miller? So it's like, it ain't an option. Because if that's what we got to do, that is a huge problem that could have been solved with, you know what? Bellinger wants what? He gets 5 for 162? All right. We'll give you 3 for 180 with 2 opt-outs. Take it or leave it. Pretty sure he would have took that deal. Oh, but no, we're just not. We're content where we are. The famous Dombrowski words. And you expect us to be excited going into 2026. Again, I know I've been ranting. I know I've been talking a lot. I'm going to let Brennan get some words in. I'm sorry. But I put out a video already. I expect the Phillies to win over 90 games again. I think they will. There's no, besides the Dodgers, there's no, the division's going to be tough. The Mets and the Mets and the Braves
are going to games, though. I think you can get 90.
I think we can win 90 games. And if we don't win the division, I think we'll get a wild card because there's no other juggernauts. Like the Cubs are going to be good, I think. But there's no really
Braves are going to be better.
Braves are going to be better. San Diego.
Boy, they're going to be good, actually.
They will, but they deal with so many injuries on a day, week to year to year.
Yeah, because they're going to have Strider. They're going to have, they're going to be all right.
They'll be fine. I'm saying they'll be fine, yeah, but they'll be good. They're going to, like, those 3 teams are going to compete for the division.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough division.
I trust Philly and the Braves more than the Mets just strictly because of the rotation. I don't know what I'm going to get from everybody else outside of Peralta. So,
no, you're right about that.
You know, the lineup is going to mash, though. The lineup is going to absolutely rake.
Yeah.
That lineup is – dude, they put the projected lineup. I looked at it. I was like, right.
They might be running the best one out there besides the Dodgers.
Yeah. Lineup-wise, yeah. Mackenzie Gore.
Bichette
and Robert. And Robert's going to hit like 8th.
And Juan Soto.
Yeah. And Robert's going to hit like 8th.
You think so?
The projected lineup came out with him in like 8th, 7th or 8th. Like, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Because I would go. Is McNeil still there?
No, remember he got traded for Simeon.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then
oh yeah, Simean, another one that he you know what I mean.
But he's
hit or miss. He's every year
like the most overrated
player
I've ever seen in my life. Because they talk about him like he's like
a monster. They talk about him like he's insane.
Yeah, and every time I go look at his numbers, like 250.
Yeah.
Like 12 overs.
This is what we got. Projected lineup for the Mets.
And I love Francisco Alvarez, by the way.
Projected lineup for the Mets this year. Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Jorge Polanco, Marcus Simeon, Brett Beatty, Francisco Alvarez, Luis Robert Jr., and Carson Benji, who they're very, very high on.
Do you like Brett Beatty?
I don't. No.
I'm not a fan of him at all.
I'm not a fan of his either, but he's going to DH. Now, kind of surprises me with the whole Vientos thing. The Mets
Vientos,
he's not playing. He's not even projected to be like make team out of spring training at this point. Like they got Beatty over him. If not, Vientos probably would have been DHing because unless they're just gonna go like platoon the DH, I guess righty lefty thing. They probably do that. But
I think Vientos is better against righties though. That's the problem.
That's a good point. Yeah. But look, what's your take on the oh yeah, Mackenzie Gore as well. Was just
Yeah,
traded
that's a crazy pickup.
For, by the way, a haul. They traded him for a lot.
Yeah, they got Mania. Yeah, they got Mania Gore.
No. They got Evaldi, DeGrom, Gore. Mania's with the Mets.
That's also. Oh, who? Wait, what?
Mackenzie Gore's with the Rangers.
Oh.
No, he didn't go to the Mets.
Yeah, I saw somebody else. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Mets are gonna be decent.
Josh said, "And we won't make the playoffs." Look, y'all had an insane collapse last year. Like y'all were very good until July, and then you guys just went downhill again.
I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll make at least the wild card.
I agree. I think 3 teams are coming out of our division this year.
I do too. I agree.
I do. Now whoever wins the division, I don't know who's going to win the division. Now, I do think the team to win the division is going to be the first team to get eliminated, unless we end up playing each other.
Really?
I do think that whoever wins the division, because I think all three of us are going to be that second seed, like are going to compete for that second seed. That's that other bye. I think so. And the other one would probably be, then it's the other division winner and then 4-5. So I think it's going to be 3 teams from the division and then 1 team from the Central for the wild card. Because like the Cubs got to win the division, right? The Dodgers are going to win the division. And then who do you think? Who do you?
San Diego's good, man.
Why are you doing? Stop.
You know the Dodgers. You show any signs of like being injured, they'll just sit you out.
Yeah, but Brent, come on, bro. Like, come on.
It's possible. We came out of the wild card this year. Did we not?
Brennan, first off, Milwaukee's not gonna have a year like that again. So like they had an insane,
130 games again.
Y'all gonna go win 102 games. You're gonna win 102 games. Be the first seed. Get that bye. Play whoever comes out of the wild card.
We'll lose the first round.
You don't believe that? It's gonna be another NLCS appearance for you guys.
I hate when we don't play in the first round. I hate the Vikings.
Me and you, we're gonna play each other in NLCS this year, and that'll be what you wanted.
You think the Phillies are gonna come?
No. It depends on. Now, obviously, it's a long season. I do think the Phillies again are going to be a good team. I'm upset because I know that there's a championship window that we can compete had we gotten those guys for a World Series. Not like I thought with the team that we had, it's a playoff team, but adding those guys to me is what puts any of them puts you over the hump. Just adding them to this lineup makes that lineup that much deeper with our rotation, especially when Wheeler comes back. And I think Noah's going to have a bounce back here. I'm just saying that it's just insane to me that now, okay, Braves are probably going to have a bounce back year. They're going to be good. They have one of the best rosters in baseball when healthy. And Mets are making every move possible to lap you.
Yeah, they're getting after it.
Now, if we go get Bader and Suarez, now I'm like, okay, now I'm back in. Now I'm back in for like, okay, because that also extends our lineup a lot. And you're putting another guy in there that's going to hit 40 plus home runs. Schwarber's not the only one that's got to go hit 40 plus, right? Yeah. You're going to have 80 home runs between the two of them. Another 30 from Harper. Turner could hit you 20. You know what I'm saying? So like,
this team is looking solid though. I can't lie.
With the Mets?
No, the Braves.
Oh, the Braves are good, bro.
They got Strider, Elder, Sale, Ronaldo, and Schwellenbach.
Schwellenbach is really good.
And then you got Iglesias, Suarez, Bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they're good. They're good. Now, our bullpen to me is the most improved in baseball. Brad Keller. Got Alvarado for a full season now. Yeah. Johan Duran for a full season. And a couple of the trades that we made with the Diamondbacks said Harper ain't getting 30. He will, Josh.
What happened to Strider? I mean not Strider.
Strom is in Kansas City. Oh, well, who?
Wheeler. What? When's he come? Is he back?
He is no, he's not. He's not back yet. I'm telling you what I expect is end of April or early May for him to come back. Rob Thompson gave an update on him that he's throwing from 90 feet. He just hasn't got on the mound yet to start throwing bullpens. So from February, March, whatever, he said he's progressing really good. Should be ready to go earlier than what they thought. So
what did he have?
It's like some shoulder thing or something. I don't know. It's like something like that. But look, we're gonna be fine. Sanchez, Luzardo, and then I think Noah's gonna have a bounce back year. I don't think he's a 6 ERA guy. I really don't. He also missed 3-4 months last year. So yeah, I think I'm not worried about the pitching in the slightest. But it sucks that with our offense, the way we see it right now, we start off the season with DeGrom, Eovaldi, and Mackenzie Gore to start the season. That's gonna suck. Playing against the Rangers. So yeah, man. But like, what do you think? Give me your biggest surprise this offseason, and like what you're most looking forward to seeing this coming season, whether it be a player or whether it be a team, and then we can get out of here.
Honestly, Kyle Tucker.
You're excited to see he's gonna hit second or third in the lineup. So.
Well, no, I'm surprised that we got him. I mean, like, not that we got him.
I told you were. I told you that
we got him, but that he's on our team. Like
that he came over there.
Yeah, no, it's not that he came. It's like I'm not surprised we got him because everybody wants to play for the Dodgers.
Sure.
It's that he's actually on the team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With Mookie Betts, with Will Smith, with Freddie Freeman. Like we lost nothing and just added Kyle Tucker.
Mm-hmm. And Edwin
that I was surprised by that.
Yep.
It's funny because you know what? And it's gonna sound a little crazy. I would rather have Robert than Kyle Tucker. The reason I say that is we need shore up our center field. Kyle Tucker's a good hitter. I get it, but
you talking about defensively?
Yeah, we need to shore up that. If we shore that up, and he's a good bat. Like he's a good bat.
Pies is good though, right? Defensively,
yeah, he's good, but he can't hit.
You right? I hear you.
We seen what happened when the lights get bright.
You right?
Boy, turned into a scarecrow.
Yeah, but y'all don't need him either. Like y'all good with Kyle Tucker. Y'all be all right. Like
no, he's good though. I mean, I'm not mad about it for sure. I mean, I like Kyle Tucker.
I think it's a very much an overpay. Like I think
$60 million is crazy.
He's not worth $60 million a year, but
yeah, because did you see his numbers? He was like 260, like 20 homers. Like it was all right.
Yeah,
well, he might have been sandbagging it.
Maybe to get out of there. Maybe, but
do you like Pete Crow?
I love PCA.
I love
I love him. I already told you. Me and you. I don't know if I said it on the stream or I'll talk to you off on the phone. I got him being an MVP candidate this year.
He was an MVP candidate this year, wasn't he?
PCA?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He was in it like the first half, and then
first half of the season he was talking. Yeah.
Yeah, he sold it back.
But I think I'm got him being an MVP candidate this year. I don't think he's gonna win it, but I think I got him in the top 3.
I don't trust him hitting, bro. That's my biggest thing, though.
I hear you.
It's weird because like he should be able to. He has all the athletic ability, but it's the same thing with Max Clark to me. Like I like Max Clark's swing, like when I'm watching it in training, but then when I see what it produces, it's like, dang, bro, y'all only make contact. Like you got a little better.
Yeah, but PCA
like Max Clark has all the tools to be a beast.
But PCA can drop bombs though.
No, he can. That's the thing, but he just can't do it consistently.
Yeah.
Let me look up. Look. I'll tell you about it. Hold
on. I like PCA a lot.
I do too. And his defense more than makes up for his okay batting.
Yeah, and like
against lefties, he batted 188. So like he's clearly a weakness against them.
Right.
He did have 30 homers total, which is good.
30, right.
For a speed guy. But 250, 287, so he doesn't walk at all. 481, 768 slugging, which is not great, but most of that is because he's just so bad against lefties.
Right.
280 at home, 218 away.
Ooh, that's a drastic difference.
Yeah, that's kind of significant.
That's strange. Why do you think that? Why do you think that is, Brennan?
Well, Chicago's a very hitter friendly park. With the wind and all that stuff. Now I want to see his home and away splits for homers.
There's a lot of, but he plays in the division with a lot of hitter friendly parks as well. With PNC, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, those are all hitter friendly parks. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he hit no homers. He hit 7 at American Field, which isn't that Chicago? American Family Field.
No, that's guaranteed rate. American Family Field, I think.
Guaranteed rate. Yeah, you're right.
Cincinnati, right?
Citizens Bank, he had 9.
Mm-hmm. Also another hitter friendly park.
So he had 15 homers at Wrigley. So he was 287 at Wrigley.
With 15.
And then his next highest average was Petco.
Okay.
They only played one series there. He's 5 for 11.
Yeah, but so if he has 30 homers, he hit 15 home and 15 on the road.
Yeah, no, 16 on the road.
Oh, so okay.
So he had the most he hit was 3 at American Family Field,
which was Cincinnati.
I thought they were Great American.
Great American, yeah. What's American Family?
Yeah, I don't know who that field is.
American Family Field? What the heck was that?
Yeah, because that's the most he hit than anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that
DH, so he can't hit without playing defense.
But
what's funny is
Milwaukee. That's Milwaukee.
What's funny is that actually makes a lot of sense. It's harder to hit as a DH than it is as a position player because you can go out and make up for it in a position. When you're a DH and you don't get a hit, right, you gotta sit with that for like an hour,
like 45 minutes to an hour. Just sit there.
Hey, bro. Like you just feel like you stink, bro. You're like, damn, bro. What's the difference between me and you right now?
Yeah, that's a fact, though. That's a fact. Like
I was a DH for a whole year.
Yeah,
in college, and it was like, bro. Every time I came back after I struck out or like got out in a good situation, I was like, damn, bro. What's the difference between me and you? Because we both about to be sitting here for 40 minutes. I can't do nothing about it.
Bro, I've only DH'd one time ever in my life, like one time, and I was like, I don't ever put me to do this again. Like, I just like I feel good knowing that like, okay, if I struck out or if I hit into a bad situation in a big spot, okay, I can go make up for it with my defense, make a good play. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I stay engaged in the game, but like, bro, you strike out, you're sitting there wallowing in it like for an hour. It's the worst. And then like like in the big leagues, at least you can just get into the cage. Like you can go down the clubhouse, hit in the cage a little bit for a little bit before you go back up. But like we're just sitting there just chilling, for 45 minutes, just like staring. You know what I mean?
Him as a cleanup hitter, he batted 250, 291 on base with a 485 slug. He had 13 of his 31 homers there. And then him as the leadoff, he batted 350. So here's the thing, though. By his counts, he should hit like first pitches because he batted 674 or 0 count.
I think he should lead off. I was just about to say that before you even said that. I was like, I think they should put him lead off. Like, I don't think he's a middle of the order bat. I think like he just provides so much at the top of the lineup with his speed and like he is he's an electric player. So it's
You're absolutely right because leading off an inning 295.
Yeah, I think that he and they have those stats. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with him this year, and it's if they're gonna put him at the leadoff spot because there is no like other leadoff spot. Like Matt Bush is or Michael Bush was leading off for them. Like I think they should hit him two or three, like because he drives and runs.
Do you think the problem is how bad he is against lefties? Like as a team, I would prioritize throwing lefties against you guys. If
yeah, but think about it. Like okay. If the starter isn't a lefty, like, okay, you're probably going to get a bullpen situation where a lefty's going to come in. But to me, it's like if it shows that his best situation are leading off an inning or hitting as a leadoff hitter, I think you have to put him in the best spot rather than just keep him hitting third or fourth the rest of the game, like every single game. Because even if there's a lefty, you're still going to see him probably in a big spot with runners in scoring position rather than at the top of the lineup where, okay, you can kind of navigate it a little bit more. They're probably going to attack him a little bit more as a lefty.
You're going to see him 3 times too because he's going to flip the lineup 3 times.
Sure. Yeah. I think that he's with being an electric player, I think it'll keep him more. He provides pop at the top of the lineup, speed at the top of the lineup. Him getting on, obviously, like I said, I think he needs to work on his discipline a little bit more, his walks. Like if he can walk a little bit more, I think that's gonna be better for him. Don't like sacrifice his homers,
Yeah.
but see a little bit more pitches because not first pitch strikes. First pitch strikes hammer.
Are
But
you
I'm saying
opposed?
like,
Oh,
go ahead. Go
are
ahead.
you opposed to people moving around in the lineup?
I never
Like
liked that.
righty first, lefty sixth.
I actually am. Like I am. Like I don't like that. Like and I had kind of this problem with Tom, right? When we were playing for him, because Tom would. I don't know if it was like this was his philosophy, this was his plan, but like he did not let the lineup develop in a spot ever. Like there was a lot of different lineups that we had when we were playing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I felt like if he hit me leadoff, which I hit leadoff a lot, especially the first year, like if I win 0 for 4, it's like, all right, we're gonna hit you ninth today, or we're gonna hit you seventh. And I'm like, I want to feel comfortable in a certain spot in the lineup. Like, okay, like give me a sample size of some games here to get acclimated. You know what I mean? And I always liked hitting leadoff for whatever reason. I felt like I was my most aggressive in that spot rather than when I was hitting sixth, seventh, eighth. I'm hitting with runners on, and I'm probably not getting the pitches that I want to swing at in those situations. Like I just didn't feel comfortable hitting in that spot of the lineup. I liked hitting leadoff, and I just felt like right off the bat, like opening day, I hit a leadoff home run, and like worked a 7-pitch at bat in that at bat, and it's like from there I went a 5 for 6 in that first game, and then that in that leadoff spot up until the All-Star break, I was hitting like 350, and then once Pena came and started changing stuff up, Pena moved me to ninth, and I'm like, all right, dude, like now I got to wait to the third inning to take an at bat here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that sucks. You know what I'm saying? So like, and obviously I'm a team player. I'm gonna do whatever it's asked of me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go to a like, yo, what the heck? You know what I mean? But like in my head, I'm like, bro, I love hitting in the first inning. I love it right off the bat. But like now I got hit to the third inning, then I'm probably gonna get 3 at bats rather than 4. That sucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like now I gotta do more with what less at bats. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was just, and then the last year I played, it was that. I went crazy in spring training. I hit like 5 something in spring training, and Tom was getting his ear rung a little bit by some of the players. Like, oh, lineup construction wise, I'm gonna hit leadoff. He told me I'm gonna hit leadoff. All right, cool. First game, I didn't have a good game, and the next day I'm hit ninth, and it's like, bro, give me like, all right, man, like it's like let's get, and it was like a new lineup every single game. It was like this guy's gonna hit second, this guy's gonna hit fourth, and this guy's so like, all right, dude, like, geez, there's no continuity there. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody needs to feel comfortable there. What do you think?
I mean, I don't
You
know.
never moved from a certain spot though.
Yeah, it kind of was like that because I hit fourth pretty much all of college. I hit
Yeah.
fourth or fifth. I never really went lower than that.
What'd you hit with us? You hit second or third? Or sixth?
Sixth.
You hit sixth.
Salina. In Monterey, I was third.
You were third. Were you third on opening day? You were third. You were third with it was, I think it was Joe, Juan, and you, right? Or because Juan was after you. Because I know I hit ninth in Monterey, but
I think I was 2.
Might have been. Because I know Juan hit 3 or 4. Juan was after you for sure.
Yeah,
No. You might have hit 2. Demetrio might have hit 3rd, and Juan hit 4th. So
That's
I think
right.
you were
Yeah.
2. Yeah, I think you were
No,
2.
actually, Demetrio might have been second.
You think so? Oh yeah, because he was a switch hitter too. So I think
Demetrio was second actually.
Yeah.
I think I was third.
Okay.
Yeah, I was third.
Oh, that lineup was so stacked, bro.
Yeah, it was over.
That lineup was so
we were 18-3 or 18 and like,
bro. We were so.
We would have won that if we could have kept that team together, or they got together at the end. We'd have won it.
Oh, for 100%. If that team would have stayed together,
Arias and all them, yeah, they were raps.
Bro, and that pitching staff was gross before all
Yeah,
those guys.
Joey Lara, we had
Jesse, like
yep.
we were
Blake.
nasty. Yeah, Blake. Yeah, Blake hit. I think he like 2 straight like complete game shutties. Like it was insane. Ethan was gross, bro. I forgot about Ethan. It's funny because Hunter just followed us. That's what's funny. Like I forgot about Ethan, bro. Ethan, lefty pitcher, bro.
Hey,
think about the most Cali.
Hunter was a crazy catcher.
Oh, Hunter was nasty, bro. Hunter was disgusting.
Yeah, he's a great catcher.
Yeah,
so it was like they were perfect together.
Yeah, because they played college ball together. Ethan was a lefty, like long hair, like Cali dude, like skateboarder type, and had one of the nastiest changeups you can have as a lefty. Like
it was to the point where like there was a couple of times where I just stopped looking because it was like, yeah, right. I would see him call a changeup. I'm like, yeah, it's over. I'm not getting the ball at least.
Yeah, literally.
Because if you did mess around and hit it, it was gonna either get pulled or it was gonna be a ground ball. So it was like,
and bro, our infield was gross, bro. Like,
Scrivener, yep.
Demetrio, and then Jet Weber came and played short.
Oh, Big Jet. I love Jet, bro. Me and him still talk to this day, actually, by the way.
Oh,
He'll
really?
text me every once in a while and be like, hey, how you doing and whatnot.
Oh, so I'm trying to find him on IG.
Hey, he is cool. He's coaching, he's doing all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He was a beast though. He could hit too.
Bro.
He didn't have power, but he could put the bat on the ball.
And he was nasty defensively, bro. He was
nasty. And then we had what's the dude's name that his brother is the MLB player?
Stevenson. Oh yeah, Cody Stevenson. Yeah,
he could play a little bit. He was a better second baseman than shortstop, but he could play a little bit.
Yeah, he was a decent outfielder though. Like he was all right in the outfield. But yeah, his brother is literally like a cop and Carby of him. Like they look the exact same.
They look exactly the same.
Cal and Cody.
That just one just gigantic.
Yeah, Cal's just same facial structure though. Shout out Cal Stevenson, Philly legend against San Diego, had one of the best games you will ever see in one game alone, and then they just sent him down. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like they just never play again. But
is he still in the league?
Nah, he's a free agent right now. But he'll get picked up. He'll get picked up for sure. But yeah, I mean, dude, I'd be thinking back to those days. I'm like, yo, if we were getting paid and we were like, you know what I mean, like getting paid good, and like the resources were good, that guys didn't have to leave, bro. That team probably would have had the best record in the Pecos, like maybe history. Like
we were literally like 18-3. Like it was like it was bad. It was getting ugly.
And then we had the worst second half.
I can't stay. And
then we had the worst second half of any team in the in that league.
No, that was actually insane. Like we went from like winning every game to like, are we gonna win another one ever? Like ever? No.
Are we ever gonna? Yo, those trips to Bakersfield, dog. That
no.
we're playing in Bakersfield at 8 p.m. in California, and it's like, bro, we got to play on this field that like no one's hitting it out. You know what I mean? Like, just hot, middle of nowhere in Bakersfield, California. You know what I mean?
People in the
people in the back doing fent, and it's like, all right,
just right outside the field, bro. It was insane.
Yeah, just ODing. It's like, bro, what are we? Where are we right now? Like, but I mean, bro, for those were the best times. Like those were like when you look back, it was like I missed that. You know what I mean? It sucked, but I missed it. You know, it's the grind. It was just like the camaraderie of all the guys. You know, like I always say, me, you, and Tom together for an entire season was like hysterical, and more so because me and you just bid the entire time, and it's just, you know, Tom is just being Tom. But you know what I mean? And we got to get Tom on the show one day, bro. You guys got to meet Tom. You guys have to meet Tom because
we're gonna talk about his Yankees. He'll never stop.
Yeah, we have to get Tom on here because we can like explain how Tom is, and you probably just like won't believe it until you see it. Like, you know what I mean? That's the type of guy Tom is. You know what I mean? And shout out Tom though. You know, shout out Tom. I literally talk to him he texts me every single day saying how pissed he is about the Yankees. So it's like, all right.
But they did nothing.
Nothing at all.
They just let the Mets do whatever they want.
Yeah, they pretty much got the same exact team. Besides, now you got 3 of your relievers are on the Mets. That's pretty much what they got. And like their bullpen wasn't good to begin with. So, and their lineup is like, all right, you basically got the same exact lineup as last year. Like, there's nothing that changed. Trent Grisham is back and Cody Bellinger, and it's like, all right, well, you did what you did last year, so let's see what happens again. But yeah, man, I know I was yapping a lot today, but yo, so yeah, this weekend, obviously Championship Sunday for the NFL. We finally figured out who's gonna go to the Super Bowl. 2 good games on. The snow that's
Two
coming
good games.
well, one good game and one like maybe Nick Foles situation. Who knows? You know what I mean?
If Stick goes crazy, but he's a starting quarterback.
You think he over Bo if he goes crazy? What's the name? Yeah, I think and the snow that's coming over here probably ain't leaving the crib for a couple days. The snow,
I've heard about it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
bro. We're probably gonna get like 2 feet. They're saying 2 feet, and like they're saying it's gonna be like record snowstorms or whatever. So I'm probably not gonna leave the crib for a couple days. So we can definitely shoot.
Record.
They said that. They said that.
Dang, man! I'm about to go park my thing in the garage.
I'm not trying to nothing. Like I don't want to do anything. Just want to like we could record though. We could do a post game.
Hey, you can get some streams in for sure. Because I mean,
you have nothing to do.
Oh, they did say like 12 to 30, and you're not even near a lake. I'm right near the lake.
That blows.
Yeah, right. Let me make some calls. I'll tell them to turn the heat up a little bit.
That's how that works. But all right, Pete, where can they find you, bro?
B3 Swings, baby. I got something special for you guys tomorrow. Teacher Man came at me again. So
we got some beef going on. Teacher Man, for those that don't know, Teacher Man, before we get out of here, is Aaron Judge's hitting coach. And
it's the second time.
He's come at Brendan a couple times, kind of critiquing what he's got going on. And I'm not standing for it. I'm gonna go at him too. You know what I mean? We're team B3 out here. You know what I'm saying? We team B3. Teacher Man, his whole like one-legged, snap your bat back. No one is Aaron Judge and 6'8", 280 pounds. All right. So let's just and also Brendan tried his style and was pissed off that he couldn't pull the ball for power anymore. So he got back to his thing, and now Brendan hits tanks again. So, shout out B. Maybe we should start listening to B Man hitting instead of Teacher Man hitting.
But yeah, we'll be all right, bro. I'm telling you, we'll be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna put some stuff up on TikTok and Instagram so you guys can see. But all right, man. I'll see you guys. Thanks you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the stream.
Yes, sir.